Hey everybody, welcome back to another new episode. It's been a minute.
Maybe
uh
two.
Maybe two, three. But as always, I have here with me my favorite synthetic, Michelle. Say hi, Michelle. And I have my favorite hybrid, Raul. Say hi, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
And as always, I'm your favorite Android host, Carlos. So, we're here to have a good time. We have not recorded in a while, so I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to say. But I'm excited to hear from both of you. And Ramon and Sylvia aren't here, but hopefully in the future they can join us for a separate episode. Michelle, what's going on? It's been a while. How you been?
It has been a while. It's been pretty good. I've been busy with conventions, actually. The month of August has been busy with like 3 weeks, 3 weekends in a row. I had
Three
something
weekends
going
in
on.
a
Yeah, it's
man.
insane. I
How
don't
do you
know.
pay for these things? Because they get expensive.
I usually take advantage of like early bird pricing because it's
Okay.
cons that I go to every year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in my budget.
I didn't mean to get into your financials, but there was a point in my life where like the
What kind
idea
of
of
tax
going
returns do you file?
like there was a point in my life where that the idea of going to one convention a year was like holy shit, that would break my bank. But yeah, now it's
Yeah.
I guess it's an adult, it gets easier, right? When you have adult money.
Yeah, you have adult money and you can do whatever you want. And like, I mean, I drive back and forth, so you save on that end, at least. And then these are like smaller cons, so they're not like C2E2 level pricing, which
You you say you drive back and forth, but I swear you're always like staying at a hotel too with your friends
only for
and
the big ones. Well, with my
okay.
friends, only for the big ones. There's two that we always stay in a hotel for, but for Fan Expo I don't, and then for Anime Magic, the other one, I didn't.
Okay.
So I did a lot of cosplaying in August. I'm kind of back on my training arc, and I have just been obsessing over K-pop Demon Hunters. So that's what I've been up to.
Nice. I mean
The
I mean if
honeymoon is sealed because of me.
if at any point, we want to take 5, 10 minutes to talk about that movie, because that movie right now at this point is like the number one
My God.
streaming
That
movie
has to
on
be. We
Netflix
can do
of
that,
ever.
but
Yeah.
it has to be an episode. That has to be an episode.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say real quick, like I was loving that movie, and I thought it would become something that would get played all the time. But then my daughter at a certain point found it too scary for her, so now she won't allow me to even play the movie.
Oh
So I
my
think so.
god!
Really?
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like I think, which I don't know if it's like maybe the obviously the demons, but it just got to a point where like I think after a third watching it time, like she just like, no, this is too scary for me, and she refuses to watch it, even though she found a lot of things about it cute.
Yeah.
That damn tiger is so freaking like cute, the way he like
And
stares
the
at you and
bird?
stuff. Yeah, and we even took her to a concert for like Blackpink right after we had seen that movie. So I feel like she almost felt like she experienced, even though like obviously Blackpink's not the same as them, but I feel like she almost experienced them live. So I would hope that that would kind of take away the fear. But sure enough, that movie's I'm not able to play that movie currently in my house unless she's not in the house.
She's in it secret.
Yeah, I have to watch it in secret.
Like, Dad, what are you doing? Nothing.
Oh man, it's funny. No, what about you, Ro? I mean, we're gonna probably go like from one another to another to just again just kind of talk about what we've been doing. But what about you, Ro? What have you been doing?
I am finally back in my training arc because I broke my clavicle, so I can,
I
yes,
thought I thought only women had clavicles. No, I'm
my
kidding.
collarbone. No, no, yeah, but yesterday was actually my last appointment with the orthopedic surgeon. So
Oh, nice.
I now have no limitations. I have all the movement and all that stuff back, but I got to build back up the strength and all that stuff. But um, I've been watching a ton of anime, like all the new shows. I've been
Yeah.
watching them all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good ones right now, so I'm enjoying this. And then I started watching. I started my rewatch of Demon Slayer with my son,
Hmm.
and then
Okay.
we're gonna go watch the movie
We
on the
got you. I
12th
got you.
or 11th or whatever day that
The
was.
12th.
Yeah,
Yeah. So me and Ro already got tickets to
tickets.
go see that movie, Micho. There was an early screening, like 7 p.m. IMAX, where subtitles, and I don't have a problem against subtitles, but I really wanted to experience it without having to like worry about like reading as I was watching this
Yeah.
movie. So we're going to like a 9:45 p.m. show, which is kind of be really late, especially because I think the movie's like almost 2 hours and a half.
Hmm.
But in case you want to join us, just let us know. I'm really excited to hear Channing Tatum, because
I
he's
know.
he's part of the cast. And
Yeah.
I was telling Raul that I would need Kleenex for that movie because of Channing Tatum, and because obviously I think there's going to be a very sad point in that movie where I might be
I
crying.
heard from people because obviously Japan screened it before the States, but yeah, I heard that people were like taking tissues and stuff. That we got to be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, I read the manga, and so
Uh,
I know
I
which
haven't.
part.
Yeah.
And
Don't tell me anything.
no,
I
of course
I
I wouldn't. No, but I'm just saying, like, even when after I read that and I try to communicate that to like my significant other, it was just like I would still cry just telling the story of what I just experienced.
no. Okay, stop it. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, so that's exciting, Ro. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's almost like 2 weeks away,
yeah,
so yeah.
I'm
yeah,
excited.
and I'm currently excited for DC because I did see Superman and that was cool.
Mm,
And then
okay.
I've been watching Peacemaker, so
Yeah.
I'm happy for the trajectory of DC. So I'm hopeful finally.
Okay. I mean, I saw Superman, and like I seen a lot of movies. So like for me, as far as what I've been doing, I feel like even though we haven't done this podcast in a while, like I definitely been, because pop culture or everything's just something, about me that regardless whether I'm doing a podcast or not, I'm gonna be watching everything. So also like I've been watching a lot of things. So I definitely wanna talk about the things that hopefully you've seen too. Like I saw Superman. I was really excited for that movie. I thought that would be based on trailers alone. I thought that would be the most like exciting superhero movie of the summer. To my surprise, I enjoyed Fantastic Four a lot more than for Superman, and that was to me a big shock because I love James Gunn. I really thought just based on the trailers, like Superman was gonna have everything I wanted about a superhero movie. But Fantastic Four ended up having more heart. And then and then I just watched Thunderbolts yesterday because it's on Disney Plus. And
Already?
yeah, and
Yeah, I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
dude, and I swear to you, like it's every time that I don't support a Marvel movie, it always ends up being like the good one. It's like God, like it's always like it's like it reminds me of when I didn't go see Eternals. It was like I didn't go see Eternals, and it ended up being like one of my favorite ones. So I don't go to see
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. It's ended up being one of my not one of my favorite, but it was really good, and it did a
Yeah,
lot of.
yeah, it was the first good one that they've had in a while.
But yeah, no, I mean, besides Fantastic Four, like I think
Yeah.
if I would have
Well,
seen
it came out before
Thunderbolt.
Fantastic Four.
But I think what was the one Captain America 4 really, really brought me down, man. Like when I saw Captain America
Yeah,
4,
that was
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I think had I seen Thunderbolts and then gone into Fantastic Four, I think I would be a lot more hyped about the MCU. I kind of am right now because now in my eyes with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, they kind of have a good track record going. If they can kind of continue to do that, like I'll be more positive on it. But yeah, it's been kind of sad if you're a Marvel fan. Like I haven't seen a lot of the shows. Like I haven't seen Ironheart because I just don't really want to see
I've
it.
seen like half the show.
Okay,
It's
then.
okay.
Yeah,
It's whatever.
yeah. So I mean, we're big Marvel fans, but Michelle, other than like obviously you've gone some conventions and stuff. Like, have you been going to the movies? Like you yourself, is that something you typically do? Like go to the movies and
It's been a minute
been a minute. What
since
was
I've
the last
because
movie you
like
saw?
because all of Fantastic Four, like I haven't seen it. I didn't see Thunderbolts. I got really busy like in the
Yeah,
last few months too, so I just didn't really have time for it. So essentially, like if it wasn't streaming,
yeah.
I didn't really like
It,
go and see anything.
it's hard to go to the actual movie theater. I'll be honest. Even for me, like I'm talking about Superman Fantastic Four, but I think even before that, like me and Raul went to go see 28 Years Later. But
Oh
before that,
yeah.
like I don't even remember. It might have been like a Captain America for
Hmm.
the last movie that I went to go support in theaters.
Yeah, I think for me, as far as movies that I've watched recently, I don't know why I just like kind of go back to like comfort movies a lot. So I actually
Yeah,
rewatched like the Star Wars, with the exception of the newer ones, but I went
yeah.
back to like the original and the prequels and kind
Yeah.
of just watched them through recently. Obviously, K-pop Demon Hunters, my kids are obsessed, so we watch it all the time.
Are you an Andor fan by any chance?
So I didn't see season 2 yet.
Okay,
I saw. I know. I have to get on it now
so
that I have
yeah,
more free time.
okay,
Because I heard phenomenal things about season 2, and I like the first one. I'm
yeah,
also a big fan of Diego Luna too. So
yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God, Y Tu Mamá
I love
yeah,
también
him. Yeah.
always gonna be one
I
of my
love space
favorite.
Latinos.
Yeah.
It's my favorite gender.
No, for real. Like I forget when I realized he was the actor from Y Tu Mamá también, but that always like blew my mind.
Hmm.
Me when I was younger, that was like a big influence of a movie
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Especially because that's kind of like when I started. I mean, I already knew Mexico directors were capable of making good movies, but I know that was for sure was one of the ones where like, damn, this is like a great movie by a director and Mexican actor. So it's just it's
Mhm.
always nice when a movie like that. I feel like people still talk about it to Mama Tambien. Like you mentioned, to like almost a random person of any ethnicity, and like they've heard of Ito Mama Tambien or seen it.
Mhm.
It was really cool. I don't remember who it is, if it's like Variety or one of those on their YouTube channel. They do like an actor on actor thing, and it was
Yeah.
Diego Luna and Javier Bardem that they
Okay.
like kind of like talk to each other and like not interview each other, but kind of just like
Have a conversation.
yeah, but it was really cool when they got together and talked, and because they've known each other for a long time apparently, but it was interesting because you don't realize how old Diego Luna really is.
Yeah. No, if when I saw him, he probably was like maybe his early 20s, so he's for sure now
No,
probably like in his 50s.
Y Tu Mamá También, I think he was like 19.
Yeah, he
Oh
was
wow,
very
he
Yeah,
young.
was
yeah,
young.
he was like 18
Okay.
or 19.
Yeah, so me and him might not be
Gael
that.
Garcia Bernal was like a year older than him or
So
something
me
like
and him
that.
might be like the same age then, because like, dude, if I saw, I swear, I feel like I saw it también when I was like in my
I'm gonna Google how old
middle
he is real
teen,
quick.
my
Yeah, I think he's in his early 40s
I
now.
think so.
damn, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He's
So I feel like
45.
he's 45. Okay, yeah.
40s.
Okay. So yeah, there's a little bit of a distance
Mhm.
between me and him. But no,
Yeah,
I
and
mean
other than
Michelle,
that, anime, of
yeah.
course.
Dude, I mean Ramon's
What?
not here, but I got him to watch Andor. And dude, Andor brought my love for Star Wars back. I swear to
Mhm.
you, if it wasn't for Andor, I would be, especially after the last like newer trilogy that we got, like that stuff left me like just feeling like depressed. Like even when I think about it, and I do want to defend like maybe some things about the second one, like just the way they crap the bed. Like I'm a big Star Wars fan, Michelle. Like I might not know all the terminology or all the name of the planets and stuff like that, but I really love Star Wars as a fan. So it's
Hey,
just Raul representing with
we're
that
all
shirt.
wrapping the Star Wars shirt.
Yeah. But I feel like Andor is one of those things that like sparked my love for Star Wars all over again, especially with Andor season 2. I thought it was just like perfection, especially with what's going on. It was just
Dude,
so insane because
politically,
what's happening with us today in this country is just like I don't know. I just
it's
saw that when I
weird,
was
yeah.
watching Andor, so it was just
It's
so
weird.
insane. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
so
super
weird.
weird parallels, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I need to watch it ASAP and then we'll do an episode.
dude, I kid you not, man. I would love nothing more than talk about
Yeah,
Andor.
I'm down.
I'm down. I'll rewatch season 1 to kind of get like that refresher.
Yeah,
And
especially because
then
they finally introduced that unit, the robot, at the end of the second
Oh
season.
yeah, from
I forget. I don't want to butcher the name of it, but then Michelle, as soon as you watch Andor 2, what you gotta do is immediately watch Rogue One, and you're gonna be so shocked how everything just clicks in. Like
Mhm.
that's
it's
what I'm
almost
excited
yeah,
because I really enjoyed Rogue One a lot.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Even after my rewatch this year, I was like, oh my god, with Andor, this movie is like elevated to such like a deeper level. It's just insane.
yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. We have a long weekend anyway,
Okay,
Yeah.
a holiday weekend, so what better way
yeah,
to spend it?
yeah.
I
I
will
mean,
say the one thing that's I don't know why, but like there's a couple shows that like I really liked when they came out originally,
yeah.
but I'm really not drawn to watch it because I still have not seen Squid Games that
Mm,
last season. I haven't seen that, and I still haven't seen Wednesday either.
okay.
And there's probably other shows on Netflix that I've been neglecting that I haven't seen.
Squid season 2 kind of came and went. They took like they did
Yeah, they
half
did a part
episodes and
one, and
then yeah,
I saw that, but then I haven't seen this last part that just came out.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess the way it ended didn't really leave much of an impact. But I know that now that they're doing the U.S. version. Oh, spoilers! Oh, they're doing a U.S. version of it, and I think the showrunner behind it, somebody that's actually well crafted to do this material. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly when that's gonna come out, but I'm kind of excited to see how they
That's
do
cool.
a remake here in the U.S. with Squid Games because they're still like continue like that. That does exist. It's just the fact that now it's going to be like taking place in the U.S. because they do try to connect that at the end of the spoilers season 2 ending. They try to connect it
Okay.
with like there's also one happening in the U.S. and yeah.
Yeah, and to kind of tie it back to Star Wars, like now whenever I see him, I think of Soul
Yeah.
from the Acolyte Star Wars show. They had really good lightsaber fighting, but like a really crappy story.
Well, speaking of lightsabers, I have lightsabers now.
You say it so like proud, but like
I'm so proud. Like I have a lightsaber. Like I
Oh,
bought a
okay.
lightsaber that lights up
It's just I
and
saw you
like
say that, and then like I was a little bit distracted, but I just saw you like look down. I'm like, what is she talking about? She has
yeah,
lightsabers
no,
now.
I have lightsabers now, and it was like a pretty good deal because I ended up getting three, and they came around my birthday. It was my birthday gift to myself.
So you got three
what? Wait, wait,
lightsabers?
wait, 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 wait. What color?
They can you can change and pick between 12 different colors.
Oh, so it's not
And it
just like
also
one
makes
color.
sounds too. So like when you and I got like battle ones. So when you
Yeah.
like clash, they make like the sound and everything. Yes.
And they don't
So
break.
yeah. I mean, I have, but this is not like a high value lightsaber. It's just kind of made out of plastic. But I've always wanted. I know exactly which ones you're talking about. Like something like the black something, like lightsabers. Whoever makes them. But yeah, like I've
There's
always
so
wanted.
many
Like
companies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I got mine from SWA Sabers and I have a affiliate link now. So if you purchase one from my link, shameless plug,
We'll put it in the notes.
Dude.
I get $50, so I can buy another one to get the double bladed.
Yeah. Dude, so I have a Kylo Ren helmet. Like you can't see it because it's kind of out of
Mhm.
screen. But
I
like
see it.
when I started this podcast, I always wanted to do like a little side segment where like I would put on the helmet and pretend to be Kylo Ren and just act all emo and
And we
you could ask.
interview you.
Yeah, and like I could kind of like talk about something, but it's just like I never did it. But
We
You
still
should do
can.
that. I
yeah,
I'll talk about it when we get into like the cons, but I went as a Jedi Leia. I'll put the
oh my
buns.
God, yeah. If you're not following Michelle on Instagram on her cosplay account, it's just there's so much content that she's constantly feeding you with. Yeah.
You should
Because
just
I saw them because I saw your photo shoots and yeah they looked amazing.
there's still more that like I can't wait to share. That was like a dream one.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I went to Fan Expo, but I all I kind of did or I went for was I could take a picture with
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan
Mhm.
Fraser, so that's what
Yeah.
I kind of like was excited for. Other than that, I don't know, man. To me, it's just like C2E2 just is my favorite convention of the whole year.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't get it really too excited about these other ones. I don't know why, but obviously, like for me to be able to meet an Oscar winner, a hero of mine, somebody that
Mhm.
I think was so sweet, even for the few seconds that like I was able to like touch him and just say maybe one word to him, it was
And
just
he was
like
in Doom Patrol.
yeah, it was just such a dream. So it was just kind of crazy. And I mean, I know there was other like higher select or what some people like, Ian McGregor was there and
Christian
was
Hayden
Christian.
Christensen.
I mean,
John
if I,
Cena.
John Cena was there. I mean, if I could afford to pay that level, I probably could have taken a picture. And obviously, there's people that like they don't care about that. They're like, hell yeah, I'll pay the $500 to take a picture with both of them. I just sadly, my wallet at this point can only support so much. But yeah, dude, Brendan Fraser was just like a dream for me to be at Fan Expo and be able to take a picture with him.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. Well, I think Brendan Fraser was probably a big part of us like growing up too in our teen years and that stuff, especially with those movies and The Mummy and Flash from the
George of the
Past and all that.
Jungle.
George of the
George of the
Jungle, yeah,
Yeah.
just a lot of
Blast from the
movies.
Past. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so many. Like if you think about it, obviously some of them when you look at them now, you're like, oh yeah, that wasn't a big hit or whatever. But they were still like they sure did a good job of
yeah,
entertaining me, at that moment.
they were impactful, dude. Yeah, but when I saw him in Doom Patrol like the first time, I was like so excited because it was like it had been so long since I'd seen him.
Dude, so you know what? Again, I forget that we haven't been recording for so long, but so he won an Oscar for the movie The Whale.
Yeah,
I finally saw The Whale, and when
I
I
still haven't
started,
seen it because I've been avoiding anything sad
okay,
Oh
well,
my god,
besides
yeah.
anime.
well, I was like, dude, when I started watching The Whale, because I knew it was a great movie, and I knew it probably would get to a certain point where it would be like maybe sad. But I was watching this movie with my hands like this, like I'm not gonna cry during this movie because it's not gonna get me. Like I'm onto you, movie. Like you're just, dude. The last, like I swear to you, the last 2 to 5 minutes of that movie, tears on my
Mm.
freaking face. So that was like I just couldn't believe it, man. Like I was just like fighting this whole movie this whole time, like trying not to cry, not to like tear up, but it was just like so insane those last 5 minutes of that movie. So it was definitely worth it. So he definitely deserved that Oscar, at least in
He
my
did
eyes.
phenomenal in that movie. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to avoid watching it for a while because I see like now if I know it's sad, like there's certain animes that I'm not gonna watch because I know they're all about being sad. But like some movies, I'm more willing to watch. But
Yeah. But we all
I wait for that.
we all know that you don't like to watch movies alone, so you won't even watch a movie just
I
by
also
yourself.
don't. I'd rather watch it with somebody.
Oh man, I think that's kind of probably the reason why I do get away with seeing so much because I just I'll have things like running in the background or like obviously if it's a great movie that I want to sit down and pay attention, I'll watch it on the couch. But most of the time I just have so much stuff just running in the background.
No, yeah, like I typically just have anime on
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I've become hooked.
Yeah, I mean, from the animes that are happening, you said you're watching a lot of good ones. Which ones are you referring to? Like your Dan, or is there something that maybe I
Yeah,
haven't
like
even heard of?
yeah, that one, but like brand new ones. Like I've been watching Lord of Mysteries, which is actually a Chinese one.
Okay.
That was really really cool. The animation is awesome for that one. It's really dark but I really like it. Doctor Stone's back. I finally
Hmm.
watched Saga of Tanya the Evil, and I hate that. I think it's like done, that they're not gonna like finish it, and that was only after one season. I've been Clevitus is pretty damn awesome.
Okay.
That's a brand new one with like dark lords and heroes and magic and all that stuff, but it's pretty cool. New Saga, it's kind of like this dude, like the world gets invaded by demons, and then he goes back in time and he gets to redo it like once. So it's him kind of redoing and training, and so it's kind of like an isekai, but not an isekai. To be Hero X, we gotta talk about.
Okay.
Because
Finally, do you
I finished it, yeah.
all these you were talking about? Like I the thing is I've heard of them. I just have not had the time
No,
to like check them out. And
yeah.
a lot of these, I don't know if they lose steam as they continue. That's why I also kind of sometimes I get a little bit worried about like, hey, people are talking about this show, but is it really gonna continue the momentum, or is it gonna become like a waste after like a few episodes?
No, yeah, so Lord of Mysteries and New Saga, Water Magician 2, Clevitus,
Yeah.
they've all been really good so far.
Have you heard? No, I was asking Michelle. Michelle, have you heard of To Be Hero X? Have you heard of that
No, I
anime?
haven't.
It's on Crunchyroll.
I was gonna ask, were these on
I was
Crunchyroll?
Yeah,
It's
on the Discord, I was talking to somebody about it.
Were you? Huh.
Yeah, like several weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. I don't remember.
Okay. It's
What's it called again?
it's
To
To
be
Be
Hero
Hero
X.
To Be Hero X. It's on Crunchyroll. There's a lot of great things about it. I don't know if you can call it an anime because I think that discussion was happening in another podcast I was hearing because I think it's either a Chinese studio or it's definitely not out of Japan. But anyways, there's a trailer on YouTube that you can find when this show was first introduced. When they were gonna say like, "Hey, we're making this show," they released a trailer. It's like 3 minutes long. Came out in 2022. Anyways, you get to meet Hero X in that 3 minute trailer, and his powers from that trailer are insane. What he can do, it's like damn. Like, and this guy, I think right now in To Be Hero X, there's maybe like 17 episodes. You still haven't seen Hero X in that show whatsoever. Like you've seen him maybe for like a minute or two, or they talk about him.
His outline.
Yeah, but based on that like 3 minute clip that I saw from like again from 2022, like I know what he can do, and I know why he's the number one hero. So it's a show about think of like My Hero Academia, The Boys, where they're superheroes and they're all almost like fighting for the top 10 spots of being number one. So the
Yeah.
interesting about the show is that you don't just stick with one hero as he's maybe like his journey to be number one. You keep meeting all 10 of the current number 10s. And you get their backstory. So like you'll go 4 episodes with I think the first hero is
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's not chronological.
It's not chronological at all.
That's been throwing me off a little bit because I'm
I
like,
figured it out. Yeah.
but yeah, like towards the end episodes, like, I still don't know if the electric dude, I forgot his name, if it's like the new
No,
one
it's
or
the
if it's the
original
old
one.
one.
It's the old one.
Yeah. And then with Nice too, so it was like, oh, he finally showed up.
I think with Nice you kind of get, but I don't want to spoil it, Michelle. But it's really interesting
It
concept
looks
because
good.
if there's 10 heroes, each of them are giving like 3-4 episodes to learn about them and why they're in the current top 10 spots. And if there is one that you don't like, the best thing about it is like, well, you only have to watch like these 3 episodes about that hero, and then they'll move on to another one.
but but even if you don't like the hero, you like the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been one hero that I kind of just like didn't left me like completely like this was kind of like a waste, even though her powers are like super cool. But the animation is beautiful, the music is like super amazing. me and Raul really want to talk about like To Be Hero X. So that's one that
Yeah,
I
I
think you
added
should
it
put
to
on
my
your
watch
radar.
list.
Okay.
I will say the one bad thing, like right in the beginning, is I wasn't a giant fan of the animation style.
Yeah,
But
I saw that it looked different.
yeah,
gonna-
but they mix in different animation styles like
Yeah.
throughout. So then that kind of makes up for it, and then you kind of just get used to the animation style.
And it's crazy because, like, again, the first hero you get introduced to, like, I could have gone the whole show with just that hero.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be
I
that.
thought it was gonna be him. So when they they switched it, I
I
was
was confused.
because especially because the second hero introduced looks a lot like the first one. So then it was kind
Yeah.
of like confusing to me. Like I'm like, wait, is this the same guy? And it's not.
And I was like, wait, is it like an anthology kind of thing? And then they do kind of tie it all back in towards the end.
And I still feel like Nice is his name, the hero we're talking about. Nice. I still feel like Nice still has been like my favorite hero of them all.
Well,
Even though
I just want to know more about it of the dude.
yeah.
Because like the whole thing with the girl and then like how his little arc ends, I was like, what the heck's gonna happen?
So I think you got to check it out, especially 'cause
Yeah.
I think the music is good. I think the animation, I didn't find anything weird about it, but I just think it looks very crisp, like nice.
Yeah.
But check it out. I think it's a very popular
Check it
show,
out.
even if you're not hearing about it. And there's plenty of opportunities to like cosplay those characters. I'm telling you, like,
But yeah, there's
so
a ton
much
of characters you
opportunity
can
because
cosplay.
there's so many of them, and they all look freaking sweet.
You can't give me more cosplay ideas.
Yeah.
I'm running out of room.
Well, you know what's the show that I have? Even though I know there's like 8 episodes of it, and I haven't watched it just because I'm choosing to watch them all at once, especially because there's so many hot things dropping weekly right now. But Kaiju number 8, is that something you both are still watching or no?
Oh, yeah.
No? Okay.
I've been watching it with my son too. So like,
So give me a review of the second season because I don't know anything about it. I
haven't-
haven't seen any clips.
oh my
I couldn't
god,
even- What is it?
dude, the last.
Wait, Michelle,
Is
you
it the
haven't
last
seen
episode?
it?
I haven't seen season 2 or anything
Okay.
about it yet, but
It gets more emotional.
yeah, that's what I heard.
Did
Yeah,
the
it does.
animation improve? Like, did it get better, worse? Did it?
It's
the
the same.
story?
I would say the animation's the same as it was before. I always liked it. I would say the opening song isn't as good as the first season, but
Okay.
the ending song is still one Republic or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's good. But yeah, like then it continues on the story. You get to meet some new characters, and it definitely there's like an episode that finally kind of gets pretty emotional. You have like whole backstories and all that stuff going through there, but yeah, it's been pretty good. Like I keep getting upset with my son because I haven't like it comes out on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So like on the weekends that I don't have them, I have to wait for them on Sunday, and if I pick them up too late, then I have to wait till Monday to watch it. And I'm apparently a lot more impatient than I thought that I was.
Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting for it to be like done. I think if like Dan 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 wasn't dropping weekly, there's that one show about the one guy that can convert like items into like powerful weapons. It's very popular right now.
Oh yeah. That's all the one I was gonna say. Gacha Katu or
Yeah.
Gacha Kuta.
Have you heard about that one, Michelle?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's pretty
that
cool.
one
It's pretty
got
much
hype. That one got hype when it released.
the
for
animation is
sure.
really cool for that one. Yeah, it's pretty much this very split society.
Mhm.
And then it's kind of like super rich. They only wear white. Everything's clean and crisp. And then there's like the slums. And then there's a kid in the slums that likes repurposing garbage. And then there's like a whole separate part where it's all like garbage. Like everyone dumps their garbage into this place, and that's where he ends up. And then he like that area has like magic kind of things. But not everyone. But this kid can like turn any item into like a powerful magical
Yeah.
thing.
So from what I can tell right now, like because not everybody has powers, but the ones that do, they have one item that like they pour their soul into it.
Yeah.
So they're really powerful with that one item. Like one guy has an umbrella and he can make that umbrella like freaking turn into like a massive cool weapon.
Some dude
One
has
guy-
these like rings that turns them into claws.
I
Yeah.
like the concept of it.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. What
then
is
I
it
think
called
what-
again?
Bro, because I'll butcher it.
Gacha Kuta.
For some reason, I always want to be like it's Gachika or Gacha. or
Yeah, I have no idea how
something.
you pronounce it.
But yeah, but I mean, like the cool thing about the kid is that he himself, because he
I
loves.
had it on my watch list somehow.
Oh, you did that one. Well,
I
Yeah,
didn't even know.
it's good.
yeah. 'cause the thing
Animation's
about the-
awesome. Animation's awesome.
So the thing about that kid is because he loves garbage and he can kind of love almost like he can kind of for some reason feel the love an item had once you've thrown it away or whatever. So I think his power is that he can convert almost anything into a weapon if he can feel like that item had like some kind of meaning towards somebody. So it's really cool because then you don't have to just get stuck with him having like one weapon. You can probably see him convert multiple things into like weapons. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yeah, well, there's more to it, but I won't give any spoilers.
Oh, okay then.
But yeah, no, but it's really cool, and it's kind of like his initial, like, you're learning about this world kind of through him because he's learning about the world because he didn't grow up with this magic or anything like
Right.
that. So he has his like trainer and kind of people around him and people that are like trying to steal him away because he's a little bit different because he can like turn any item magical kind of thing. So
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. It's definitely I
yeah,
think one of the ones that I'm enjoying right now.
Yeah.
You know, Sakamoto Days was a show that I
this
think
season's better.
so I threw a lot of hate at Sakamoto Days for the first season. I
Yeah,
said that it was just kind of bland looking.
yeah,
It wasn't good. The
it was
characters were like felt
it
like I was
was
watching.
it was very mediocre.
I felt like I was watching a show from like the 90s in not in a good way, not in a good way, but just from the 90s. Something I would have enjoyed in the 90s, even though it
Mhm.
probably wasn't that good. But this second season, especially this last 3 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
have shown me like some real potential, especially because they introduced an old man, and obviously we know in anime old men are always going to be like badasses, but they introduced a super old man with a sword that
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my god, I feel like him and Zoro could have the
Yeah.
best
Oh
fight
my
in the
god. Yeah.
freaking world if they fought each other. But yeah, this old man had like amazing sword skills that I was like shockingly like really impressed with. So Sakamoto Days, I might have written you off as just being like cliche kind of thing, but maybe you do have some potential. So I'm kind of a
Dude,
little bit more hyped for it.
dude, and the voice cast, the English voice cast is pretty insane.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because
Sakamoto. Does Michelle, do you know what Sakamoto Days is? Sorry, I saw like a look at Michelle that I wasn't sure if she knew what Sakamoto Days was.
it's
The
on
anime.
Netflix.
It's like this one guy,
Michelle?
this assassin that can go from being really big to really small. I know, did we lose her?
I don't know.
Hey, no, I'm here. I was getting distracted because my mic, like when you guys were talking, I
Yeah.
could hear you know how on the side it gives you like your
Yeah.
audio on the little bar? And I was worried if it was like picking you guys up because like I'm not on the microphone or in
Yeah.
the headphones.
Okay.
So I kind of was looking at that. Sorry, I got distracted.
No,
No, it's
it's
okay.
okay. We were talking about Sakamoto Days, and you don't really
I
need
do
to.
know that the
Okay.
anime though.
Okay then.
I haven't seen it, but like I've heard of it. I heard good things about it, and actually, like I looked into it, and it did look like something that I would be interested in watching too. I have it on
I
my
don't know.
watch list.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah,
I could
yeah.
like
The
I don't know
first,
if I could recommend it, but it's I'm somewhat a little bit enjoying it.
yeah, the first season is very mediocre. It's a good like background
Mhm.
show, but the second season has actually got quite a bit better. So it's
Approved,
actually
yeah.
entertaining now. So like now I'll look for it every week. But
Mhm.
honestly, probably my favorite thing about it is the voice cast because it has Matt Mercer as the voice of Sakamoto. It has Alex, whatever his name is, the dude that was the voice of Sung Jin Woo in Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
He's one of them. It has Sholo Manadueña, who's Blue Beetle and Miguel in Cobra Kai. He's one of them. It has the dude that's in the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. The dude that plays Zuko as one of the voice actors. It has
Sakamoto Days?
yeah.
God
That's like
damn, that's
pretty
a
good.
really like tight
That's a really
like
good cast.
voice cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it has like other people too, like on top of that too. So,
That's
so
crazy.
it like I don't remember where I saw, but it was like I saw it somewhere, and I was like, what? So then I actually looked into it, and Netflix keeps having stuff about it too. So, and I
Can-
follow like the Netflix nerd accounts and social media accounts.
You kind of trigger me on something that I believe is responsible for the fact that we haven't recorded in 7 months. And I would like to take 3 minutes to talk about it because there's been a lot of hate about it. And I just want to say, I want to jump on that hate, especially because, what better opportunity to jump on hate that's like 7 months old? But at a certain point, I think our next episode that we were supposed to do was solo leveling season 2. And we never did a recording on it. And I want to say that at the time when we were kind of came close to recording on it, the idea of having to rewatch the second season was suffocating me. It was something that I was dreading. I just felt like
You
I
just broke Raul's
I
heart.
cannot watch this season.
Uh,
And hear me out. Hear me out.
uh, uh,
I love everything about what I saw on the second season. I thought the animation was great. I thought the fight scenes were great. I thought they were really cool moments. But every time I think about Solo Leveling, man, I think about it's a show that's meant to give you a high, and that's it. Like it's not supposed to give you any kind of It's like having
There's
like
no
sugar.
depth to it.
It's just sugar. It's just like you're just eating candy, but it's not giving you any of the freaking nutrients that your body needs to be able to survive. It's not
let me be a
replenishing
glutton.
your brain. It's not making you full. It's not.
I'll be
You're
King
not getting
Candy.
muscles. I think it's just giving you like this really hype energy where you feel like, yeah, that's amazing. But then when you really think about Solo Leveling, it's like I couldn't name you one damn character. I couldn't name thing. I don't think
can.
it's great, and I think it gets so much freaking hype right now. And I don't think it's that great. It's great to watch once, and that's it. It's not meant
Nope.
to talk about. It's not meant for you to like
Nope.
get deeper into it. I think it's
Nope.
just a show.
It's so funny.
No, I just think it's a show that you should just watch and never talk about it with anybody, or even you should be embarrassed to even say you like Solo Leveling.
will
That's how I
say
feel
that
about
I don't
it.
think we
the
can ever
second
be friends
season,
again.
It did feel a little bit like it was cool. I totally get what you're saying about the fight scenes, the animation, like all of that. Like it was cool. It drew me in, but I will say that there were moments where I did kind of struggle in watching it, and I think it's because there wasn't.
I would watch Sakamoto Day season 1 again before I think I could watch
I think
season
there just it
level.
was lacking
Yeah,
some of this depth that you see in other
it
shows.
is. It's so
And I
like
think one of the draw from season one was that like he was weak, right? So we saw him struggle,
yeah.
and then we saw him get stronger and stronger. And here he's already freaking
He's so
strong,
strong. He's so
super
strong.
strong, and
Yeah.
he just continues to get like. Of course, he's going like there wasn't a struggle. I think.
Yeah.
But on the one hand, there was a part of me that was like, oh, but this is badass. Like this whole army that he's recruiting, like all of these other, like, monsters or shadow monsters that he's adding to his roster is pretty cool. And I knew like he was going to come in and save the day at the end when everybody else was like, getting their ass kicked by the ants and everything. But yeah, like there were moments where it was tough for me to watch because it was like, okay, I feel like I kind of know what's gonna happen. And I will say that I was upset when I saw that it won Crunchyroll.
Absolutely, especially against Frieren. Oh man,
because
yeah.
I was really rooting for like Apothecary Diaries. I think that's who I voted.
Frieren should have won.
Frieren was a good one too, but I really liked Apothecary Diaries. So yeah, I did feel a little bit like, I know, Raul, we're breaking your heart. I am so sorry.
It's just there's
But
just
not
like
to say that I didn't like it and I didn't enjoy it. I would talk about it, unlike Carlos.
So Michelle, like I get a lot of hate because I say that in my Naruto show, it's more like the Sasuke show because Sasuke's a big part of it. Sasuke has a lot of the motivation. Without Sasuke, you don't get a lot of the things that Naruto goes through. But I get a lot of hate for loving Sasuke. Where I feel like when you watch Solo Leveling 2, it's like I got my dream and I am watching like a show focused on Sasuke. And guess what? It sucks. And maybe people are right. Maybe Sasuke shouldn't have his own show because then you get a Solo Leveling 2 and you just get this emo character that doesn't interact with anybody, just comes in, saves the day, and gets the hell out of it. And it's just like, okay, maybe people are right. Maybe Sasuke's not the best character to follow because there's just nothing there. And that's why you need a Naruto to be able to be like funny and bring all this like things into it. So I feel like yeah, Solo Leveling 2, he's missing his Naruto is what I'm trying to get at.
I feel like maybe in the next season,
I think Raul froze too, by the way.
No, I'm here.
He's just like in sadness.
I'm just moping.
But I will say, like, I know that there's this other piece that's like about his lineage or his family, like with his dad.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe it's still going to, like, it could be redeemed. I think like there's gonna be more depth or something to his character.
In its defense, a little bit, I will say that the manhwa had some comedy that the anime doesn't. So particularly with the shadows, they're actually kind of funny in the manhwa. Like they interact and they do like there's quite a bit more comedy in the manhwa, but it just,
I think I think anytime in any media where you have to be like, well, the movie didn't do this, but in the book they really explain, and it's like you
Yeah,
kind of like are losing your own argument because like, yeah, well, we're not here to talk about the manga. We're talking about what we saw,
I know,
which is
I know, I know. I still love it, and I would rewatch it as many times as
no.
I need to.
And
I
honestly,
love the
there was
concept.
like at the time there was a lot of hate towards solo leveling, and I think maybe that fueled my feelings also at the time. But it's just still something that maybe now I could stomach it now that it's been like 6, 7 months. But at the time, bro, there was like I'm telling you, like there was no part of me that was like looking forward to rewatching it. But yeah, I mean it's always fun at first, but that's the best thing I can say about it.
By the way, Michelle, if interested, I did finally. I set up the whole solo leveling D&D campaign. A bunch of people, or several people, have like they set up their characters, but without a class, without like a subclass, without stats, and then they roll their stats, or they set up pre-stats based off of like the 10 plus or minus 1 or 2, and then they randomly got assigned classes and subclasses, and then they roll their stats after that, and then they have, each of them has an E through S character. So in case you're interested,
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, I fell asleep in the last minute because I don't play Dungeons. I don't play Dungeons and
I'm sorry
Dragons, but
about bringing
yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons
No, I'm kidding.
into the Nerds, Geeks,
It's
and
part of it.
Gamers podcast.
I'm the only loser that doesn't really appreciate it from like our group of friends. And I mean, you don't play Magic, so it's just like, to me,
I played Magic, and I'm not
but you're not
opposed
a
to
fan
playing
of
Magic.
Magic. Yeah.
No, it's
That's
fine.
something
I just never bought a ton of cards.
I've been wasting so much money on Magic cards. Like, oh God, I need to stop. Just because they keep releasing like sets that are like
Oh
Magic,
yeah,
Final
Final
Fantasy,
Fantasy. Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, Spider-Man. It's like, how do I not throw my money at those things, bro? You tell me.
With self control, Carlos. With self control.
Yeah. um, one of the movies that I saw this summer with Raul Michaud was 28 years later, which I kind of mentioned that earlier. I do want to
Can't.
say, if you like well,
Is
I
it
won't call them
zombies or what is
zombies.
it?
No,
It's
I
the
wouldn't call them
zombies.
zombies.
I get freaked out at zombie movies. I don't like zombie movies.
Well, they're not
And
zombies. They're more like
they're running
infected.
zombies though too, which is the
Running
worst.
zombies is what I don't like. So I
Yeah,
like your slow moving, like normal, but
Walking
like these
Dead,
like
zombie.
yeah, but zombies on crack, like I don't like it.
No, this movie has a lot of moments where you're running away from like these zombies that are like
Running zombies.
faster
It
than
makes me
you and will catch
anxious.
up to you.
Yeah, complete full endurance that don't get tired.
I get super anxious, and what would happen is that when I would go take out the garbage at night, I'd be like, freaking out, and I'd be too scared to be in the dark, too scared of anything, because I'd be thinking there's zombies behind me.
So,
Have your kids take out the garbage.
So zombies can get them.
in this movie, the one thing they introduce is that the infected, they work together as like groups. So you have like a pack leader and alpha. And the one thing I want to say, Micho, is that alpha, man, you do not want it to catch up to you because it has like the biggest dong you have ever
I
seen.
heard. Well, I saw all of the memes.
Well, because it's 28 years later, so like all the clothes that they were wearing are like torn off and like disintegrated, and
Yeah,
so like
but,
everyone's,
they've
all
had
the
to
zombies
make
are
it
naked.
so
No,
hard.
Yeah.
but we see two alphas, and the one thing that they have in common besides being like huge is that both of them have like the biggest like dongs. Like,
Yeah.
like I just want to say that if 20 years later happened in our life, definitely Raul would be, he would be he would be definitely an alpha, because he's been gifted. But yeah, it was a great movie. It was really one of the best movies that I saw like this summer in streaming or anywhere.
No, it was cool. Like I did hear people like talk trash about it, but I think people were expecting it to be like its own thing, but the fact that it's kind of like setting up other movies, I don't think that they like that, especially the way that it ended.
More movies.
Yeah,
then?
there's two more.
Yeah. Like within this 28-year period,
Mhm.
like after.
Because
Gotcha.
this one was actually like successful, so yeah, I think they're gonna move. And I think the second one's already was like wrap filming, or it's already like done. So I think it's one of those things where we might even get it next year. And then they shot them with, at least the first one, they shot them using like a lot of iPhones. So I don't know if that's something that they use for the second one as well. But anyways, I think I think for sure the second one we might be getting it like soon enough, like possibly as close as next year. And then maybe the third one, that's the one where if these two movies have been really good, strong hits, maybe the third one just goes crazy with whatever they're planning on doing. I think they're planning on bringing back Killian Murphy, which is something that I'm personally looking forward to a lot.
That would be awesome, and
That would
and
be
it would kind of make sense that because he could play 28 years older.
Dude, I could talk about 20 years later because Michelle, it's like they are like the whole world, the planet went on living. It's just this part of United
Even
Kingdom,
the UK got completely
UK
quarantined off.
that's been quarantined off. Like once you
Well,
step in that
everything else
island,
is normal,
everything else is normal.
but the
It's just
small
the
market.
iPhones, everything like it still went on as it was meant to in our original timeline. The only
That's
thing is
crazy.
that in the UK it's been completely quarantined. But the moment you step in that island, nobody will come rescue you. You're completely like, all right, well, we're not gonna do anything. And it's messed up because Raul, like they could be dropping like care packages where they know like there's small villages of people. So I don't know if overall they just want everybody in that island to die so that they know for sure that the virus can never leave the island. But I'm like, I truly find it like fucked up. That's gonna be like my one F bomb. That like they're not just dropping like care packages in these places for the people that they do know are alive, because there are people that somehow have survived and made villages and continue to thrive in this
And
world. But like,
communities,
yeah, but they just choose to like completely ignore them. Instead, like the U.S. Navy or whatever is like circulating the island and making sure nobody's ever like attempting to escape.
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
because from the communities, you see like the warships are like out to sea, like kind of like maintaining the quarantine and making sure that like nobody gets out.
Yeah.
So would I have to watch the other movies to see this
Not
one? Because
really.
I've
Not
seen like
really.
no, because I mean I saw 28 Days Later. That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's really
long
the
time
only one that you should watch to kind of get an idea
Yeah.
of what's happening. But like if you don't watch 28 weeks later, you're fine.
Maybe we should do like a live reaction of me watching the movie.
Well, like the one thing that I do really like have always enjoyed about doing this podcast is that in the month of like or leading up to the month of Halloween,
Oh,
we
yeah.
talk about nothing but horror movies. So like, dude, I'm telling you, like that's probably when you do get me back like weekly to record, because I just love talking about like horror
I
movies.
do like horror movies.
Yeah.
Zombies is like the one that I avoid. 'cause
I
I'm like,
love zombies. I
can't.
love zombies.
or I have a love-hate with anything that's like demonic because I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, I could
Dude,
see that.
So I'm not religious and like I don't believe in ghosts and all that stuff, but like the like supernatural scary movies, that's the ones like I'm not gonna watch those by myself.
Yeah.
Like serial killers, slashers, all that stuff's
Yeah.
fine. Like I don't care. But like the supernatural, like the Conjurings and
I've never
Insidious,
seen any of those
Sinister.
movies, man.
Oh, The Conjuring
None of them.
freaked
None
me
of
the
them.
There's a
hell
new
There's
one.
I know
coming.
there's like 4 now, and like there's the spin-offs. Like I've never seen
But the
any of the
first Conjuring,
spin-offs.
oh my god.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
Insidious ones.
Insidious was good.
Yeah.
But the other thing about
I've
me
seen
though is
Insidious.
like I'm so good at like maybe just like picking up the patterns and
Oh,
horror
yeah,
movies
predicting
that,
what's gonna
like,
happen, yeah.
I figure it out or I'm not like I usually figure movies out when I'm watching them. So I have to like really just stop, like shut my brain off to enjoy it and like fully get
Yeah.
scared. But I like the supernatural ones a lot.
I know.
I like
they're
horror
scary.
movies. Like Smile 2 and Smile 1 was like good
I
horror
haven't seen
movies that I
Smile 2,
enjoyed.
yeah.
I just for some reason sometimes like I just choose not to watch some movies because again I do get scared. But I enjoy them, and like I like same thing with gaming. Like right now I've been playing Resident Evil 4, and I really realized like I really love horror games that have a lot of action in them, but are also horror elements, because I do like that fear of like I start sweating, man. Like I start imagining like what's behind me or what's coming at me.
I've never really played a horror game
No,
like that.
that would be fun.
With the
Silent
to do.
exception
Hill,
of watching my
Resident
son
Evil.
play Five Nights at Freddy's. God,
Okay.
that game makes me anxious.
Well, that's-
watching him.
Well, that's like the wrong game, because that game's reputation is built on jump scares. So it's
It's
like, yeah,
the jump scares. I hate jump scares, but I feel like the Resident Evil one, like I'd be scared. I'd probably be sweating. I'd probably be like swearing, like screaming.
well, right now there's the movie Weapons in the movie theater, which
I
like,
know. I've heard
might-
good things about it.
I go see it because I'm off for the next couple of days. But he's the director. He also directed Barbarian, and then he's tapped to do the next Resident Evil remake, which obviously he's a really good director because now he has 2 really good movies under his belt. That I'm actually
I recently saw Barbarian too. like
Yeah, so I'm
a
kind
couple
of
weeks
looking
ago.
forward to see what he does with Resident Evil because I'm like, man, he might be able to turn the franchise into what it was always meant to be. Like scary and creepy and yeah,
Yeah, instead of an action movie.
out of an action movie. Yeah, that's kind of what they've been. I mean, the games are kind of like that too, goofy as hell sometimes.
No, but they're horror
Yeah.
games. Yeah, but yeah, like I even remember playing the Alien versus Predator back in. I don't remember if it was like on Jaguar or
Oh my god.
on PlayStation 2 or I forgot what game or Dreamcast or what
What?
console it was on.
Well, I don't think you guys caught my reference when I introduced you, but I've been watching the show Alien Earth, which is on Hulu. On
Yeah,
Hulu. You've been watching Alien Earth, Michelle?
I've heard of it.
You heard of
yeah.
it?
I,
Okay.
I keep meaning to watch it, but I keep forgetting. 'Cause I
It's
honestly like I skip Hulu now. Like I keep forgetting that it's there.
yeah. Well, I think they it's gone now, so I think it's just well, not that
It's
it's gone, but
gonna
I think like Disney
they're gonna get rid of it.
completely
Yeah,
yeah,
it's gonna be part of Disney Plus.
it's gonna be part of Disney Plus. But the reason
If
why I
you own the
called you,
package,
yeah.
you're
So
still gonna pay extra for it.
if you're an Alien fan, and especially like Predator, because you can just tell that these last couple movies are leading into like combining them the two again, and they've been really good. But Alien Earth's really good, and just to kind of give you an idea, like Michelle, I called you a synthetic because synthetics, if you're familiar with the Alien universe, they're like the people that are robots. They're just yeah, so they're just like fully robots, white blood and whatever, and you can rip them in half. So that's what I
And
called you.
The Fastbenders.
Yeah, there's hybrids in it, Ro, which a hybrid is something new where they put the human mind in a android robot.
Is
So
that
it's
Elle
still
Fanning?
no. Well, I don't know. I'm talking about Alien Earth. You're talking about the movie that's coming down
Yeah.
later in the year, Badlands. But yeah, so there's hybrids, which I have a theory that she might be a hybrid, but I don't know because I haven't seen Alien Earth completely. It's only 3 episodes. But yeah, hybrids are really cool. It's like they put the human mind in a robot, so that's really cool. And then there's androids,
So kind of like
which is
RoboCop.
yeah. So and then there's like androids, which are just humans that have android parts in them. So it's really cool.
So like me.
I really, huh?
So like me.
Yeah, like you.
like,
You should have been the android. I should
be
have
an
been the
android,
hybrid. But no, I highly recommend Alien Earth too. Sorry, that's one that I wanted to plug.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I'll
cool.
start watching it.
I've seen some of like the movies and stuff like that. I do enjoy them.
Yeah, they're fun. Romulus, I
Yeah.
think it would be one that just came out last November, and I think you could enjoy if you watched it. It's on
Did I watch
Disney
it?
Plus. Yeah,
I think I did watch it. But
I don't know.
but yeah, like I'll watch it because I have to because I feel like I need to trust you guys' recommendations better because I did watch Apothecary Diaries finally after you
I watched
suggested
that
it.
too. Yeah,
And honestly, like I really liked it. Like I really liked it. Like I kind of like binged through it and it was really good.
I heard bad things about the second season, but I always feel like
No.
people might just be looking for things to complain about. So I'm like, I can't.
Just looking for things to complain.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Ah,
Have you seen My Dress Up Darling, Michelle?
I haven't, but it's on my watch list because of the concept. It's like it's a
How
cosplay.
long is your watch list?
It's a scroll.
Very long. Yeah, I think My Dress
I
Up
keep
Darling
getting
would.
distracted with new anime
Yeah.
that comes on. That's why.
Oh, you don't always have. You're like Ramon. Ramon always goes after like the hot new thing, where it's like, dude, there's things that you can go back to and watch. Like I
Mhm.
recently watched The Aviator for the first time because I've
The
seen
what?
Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, the movie?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's parts of it like I seen clips of it, but I knew that I never
was
watched it
good.
from like beginning to end.
Yeah.
So like I finally watched that because I'm like, dude, this is one of the greats. Like, why wouldn't I watch The Aviator?
Yeah.
And I was like, I finally watched
Mhm.
it.
I saw it way back in the day when it came out.
Oh yeah, it was enjoyable, really enjoyable for sure. Yeah. There was
If
a
I
time
watch
period where
My
like,
Dress Up Darling, we'll do an episode on it.
on which one? On The
My Dress Up
Aviator?
Darling.
Dude, My Dress Up Darling. It's gonna be an R-rated episode because man, the stuff that goes in that show, it's like am I watching hentai? But yeah,
What?
yeah, it's
No,
it gets pretty.
wait. All right, I'm gonna move that up to
Interesting.
the list because now I'm curious.
Yeah, and then like it doesn't
You
help.
can move
that
it up the list?
The
Yeah.
main character's name is Gojo, and then I forget the girl's name.
Is it
but
really?
It's like
Marin
yeah.
or Marin or something.
Yeah, and it's like he's always like taking pictures and coming up with her dresses for cosplaying, but it's like there's just times where it's like
Is it like Food Wars?
it's kind of like, oh hey Raul, I'm taking a photo shoot of it. You know what would be great? Let me go and get in bed jump on top of me, and from this angle, I would really be able to get a good shot of you in this amazing cosplay that you're doing half nude. And it's like, dude, like, yeah. So that's kind
So
of
it's a little like what they call like etchy. I don't know how you pronounce it
I don't
correctly,
know.
but
I
it's a
mean,
little risque, a little
it
bit
never
like.
gets like that, but dude, there's times where like, yeah, it's just like this girl's like, all right, I'm gonna go to your room and get completely butt naked just so that I could it's just yeah, it's I recommend it weirdly enough just because it was something that I'm not used to watching that kind of stuff. So it was kind of like this definitely was interesting, especially because it's not action packed. Again, I'm more of like, I want my figures to be fighting each other, not kissing each other. So
Apparently
it's
not,
definitely
because solo
different.
leveling was not your thing.
All right, I want a little bit of I want a lot of fighting and a little bit of kissing. Like Dan Dan has the perfect
That's what
amount of
should have
fighting and
happened in
kissing.
Yeah,
Apothecary.
Dan's really good.
I like that second the intro for the new season, man. I know people are like
Dude,
hating
I
on
like it too.
it.
Like
Grew
it
on me
too.
a lot. It grew on me.
It's not creepy nuts, but like it's I like it anyway.
Yeah.
I added it to the anime playlist.
Yeah. Well, Misha, is there any like last minutes you want to talk about? Sorry, I know you wanted to talk more about your experiences, but we can take some time to talk about some of your experiences with the cons and stuff. I don't know if there's anything
Yeah, I
particular.
mean,
Especially
I know
tell
we
us
talked
about
a
what you do
little.
when you're there.
What do I do?
Yeah, when you're there, tell us about it.
Spend buttloads of money. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Take lots of
No.
pictures.
So when I went to the Renaissance Fair, this was my second time going. It was RenCon weekend, so it's where like cosplay meets like Ren Fair, and it was really awesome seeing like everybody's like cosplay. It's just the creativity. That's what I love in general, because I saw like people do like someone walked in as like Sasuke and Sakura from Naruto, but in a Renaissance style like touch to it, and it looked really awesome. And there was this
Did you
really
take a
cool
picture?
like Goku samurai too. Like it was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And what I did is I did so again, I like Star Wars, and for me like the prequels have like a really big like place in my heart, because that's what, I grew up with more. So I did Padme's lake dress when she was in Naboo. Like I did like a Ren Fair style twist to it. So I like made some pieces for it, and it was really awesome. And we had like a lot of fun looking at all the different vendors, because like you can find some pretty cool like stuff. It was really ridiculously hot, so honestly we kind of found like one of the stages where like you have different performers go, that was kind of in a shady area, and we stayed there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
um
Like
'cause it was
shady as
just
in like
too
there was
hot.
shade.
It was just too hot to really be
No.
like around.
There were nefarious actors.
It was actually more of their adult ones too, so I mean, and the bar was right there, so it kind of, we weren't mad.
Was it
But yeah.
the Bristol Renaissance
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah,
That's
it
the
was at
one.
the
That's the
Bristol,
one.
yeah.
This is the last
Um,
weekend too, Ro, if you want to go to it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
The
not.
only thing is like the food is just,
Yeah.
like that's like just the one thing.
Oh no, we lost Michelle. No, yeah, like I
I
mean,
think
we
when I
went
could
to
shut
it, Ro, like 2 years ago to the Bristol Fair, and it was fun.
Yeah. I went with you, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
went to it. I feel like it's one of those things where like if you go every not every year, but every like 2, 3, you get more fun of it. And it's like it has maybe because it's a distance too. It's almost like an hour and a half away from us, 2 hours.
It's a bit of a drive.
A bit of a drive. Probably the same reason why I don't go to Six Flags. It's like that damn drive.
I also found it to be pretty dang expensive.
It is expensive. That's the thing. Like I take my own water bottle, because like
Yeah.
having to buy something there is ridiculous. And then the food, I think that's where I kind of cut off before I had a little interruption. The food is not the best, and it's
Yeah.
overpriced, which
Can I give you a tip? Not for the Ren Fair, but this year, Raul. But this year, when we went to C2E2, every day that I was there, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because last year, that's the kind of problem that I had with the food, was like really getting to me. It was kind of like, how much of a sausage can I have every day, and not
Yeah.
feel like,
Well, you see,
and I feel like I'm watching Solo Leveling season 2,
my
So-
God.
But there's a restaurant in the hotel, like that's attached to the convention center, and we were
Yeah.
having lunch there every day, and it was so much more enjoyable. The food was really, really good. Like the salads
We
were
can have drinks, yeah.
Yes, I highly recommend if you go to C2E2 next
Yeah.
year, you're eating at the hotel rather than
Or
at
even
the
walking a
con.
little bit offsite, there was like a Subway and whatever
Nice.
nearby.
At
That
Rosemont or
honestly,
C2E2?
C2E2. Yeah, I know how to like navigate Rosemont more. There's more, I think, restaurants and places to eat if you don't want to get the con food.
Yeah.
C2E2, this is the first time I was trying not to eat so much of that con food because it's like, I
Yeah,
can't.
it gets you, man.
But yeah, I think there was at one point where it was like maybe like a very brief walk that there was a Subway, and I was like, oh my God, this is like the best thing ever because it wasn't so heavy. It wasn't pizza. It wasn't whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be in cosplay and be bloated and shit, you know?
Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst. I know.
No, that sounds really cool. Is there any more cons? Because I think sometimes you go to some of them in November, right? Is there any more that you're looking forward to before the year's over?
No, this was I wrapped up my last
wrapped it
con,
up.
so Fan
Okay.
Expo. Give me one moment. I got the dog in the background.
Oh, no, it's okay. I got the dog in me too. Bro,
I miss you. I missed you.
what do you what's something that, before we go, and of course we'll have more episodes and we'll be able to catch up more, but what's something that, you've been doing and want to talk about?
I just downloaded Helldivers and I've been looking forward to it a lot. So I'll be
Tell me,
liberating.
man.
I've been spreading. I'm gonna be spreading democracy
E-
probably most evenings going forward.
Even though I won't be spreading democracy with you, I do want to hear all about you spreading democracy. So, feel free to message me, send me videos of you spreading democracy. Like I really would look
Okay,
forward to seeing
I
those.
will. Yeah, I'll be playing with my homies, with our friends, and with my brother-in-law, with my sister's boyfriend, with my other sister's fiance, with whoever will play with me.
Just remember, just when you feel like you can no longer spread democracy, like democracy's over,
No,
I'm one text away. Just tell me when you're finally giving up, text me and I'll come in and help you spread democracy. And
okay, I
all
will.
right,
I will.
just keep me in mind.
Helldivers, Michelle. Helldivers.
We're just talking about hold on.
It just came on Xbox this week.
It's a very popular game, and it looked very popular when it was on PS5 and Steam only.
It's pretty much Starship Troopers, but the video game.
Gotcha.
No, and sorry, Michelle. Before we go back to you, just with me, the last thing I guess I want to talk about, because I had mentioned that I had gone recently on vacation and I went on a cruise, and I just want to say, there's people that are like me. Like this is my second cruise, and I really enjoy them, and I look forward to going on plenty more cruises in the future. But I also know that there's people that no matter what, I can tell like they're never gonna get on a damn boat. They just know that like, hey, this is not for
Especially after the
me.
Netflix documentary.
Okay, and that's where I'm getting. There's these effing documentaries on Netflix that people keep watching. So I anytime I mention my cruise, I don't want to hear about your damn poop cruise that you saw about on Netflix.
But
Stop
I've
telling me
taken a
about.
cruise and I loved it.
I do. Stop telling me about the poop cruise. Yes, there was one poop cruise incident.
No, I did
Yes,
not go to the poop cruise, but I went to a cruise and I loved it. It was back
yes.
in 2009.
There's a girl that went missing on a cruise in the 90s. Yes, stuff happens all the time. I don't care. Like cruises are freaking awesome. Like
I
they're
agree with
great.
you.
They're great. All right. Shit happens on planes all the time, and that's where I get scared. But I still get on a damn plane if I know it's gonna take me on a cruise.
Well,
So
if I ever get married, my bachelor party can be on a cruise.
it's gonna be on a Virgin cruise because I already have it planned out.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Right.
But no, I'm looking forward to maybe next year doing another cruise. 'Cause, I think they're fun, man. I think they're really fun. Again, I enjoy, especially right now. It's just the Gulf of Mexico that my boat keeps navigating. Some of the Atlantic too. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's all I need, man. I don't need it to take me anywhere else.
Yeah. Maybe Alaska, see some whales.
Yeah, that definitely one day too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michelle, no more poop cruise talk. All right.
It's okay. I got it.
Yeah, as I was saying, so Fan Expo, yeah, I went twice at the Saturday, Sunday. I kind of always like make it a thing to take my kids on the Sunday. I
Yeah.
went on my own on Saturday because there was just so much Star Wars stuff. I got the lightsabers, had my Jedi Leia cosplay, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. They had a really good group. actually that played at the end of the night on Saturday. I think it's called like Galactic Band or something, but it was like a heavy metal group that played a lot of the Star Wars songs, which was great. But then they also did other songs, like I think they did like a Pirates of the Caribbean and some other
Nice.
things
That's
too.
cool.
But it was awesome. It was a really awesome like show. I really enjoyed it. And then I did a photo shoot too with like a really awesome photographer that did my Chun-Li photos for and he did, and I kind of told him what my vision was with this Jedi one, and he taught me how to spin the lightsaber too because I'm
Nice.
still learning, and it was awesome. I got the photos back and they look really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then Anime Magic was last weekend, and that was cool. I did Hinata as if she was an Akatsuki member. So
Okay.
everyone's like, why would she be evil? And I'm like, because Naruto chose Sasuke.
Well,
They did kiss once.
have you ever gone to ASIN? And I only because
Yeah, I've gone to ASIN plenty
was
of
it in
times.
Rosemont as well?
It's in Rosemont, so I feel like I know Rosemont like the back of my hand because
Yeah.
like 3 of the conventions I go to every year are in Rosemont.
Would you say ASIN or this new one was better? This anime one that you went to?
So this is like Anime Magic's like I think 5th or 6th year.
Okay.
So I like it because it's less overwhelming because it's not as packed as ASIN is.
Okay.
And so I think it's growing, but there are certain aspects of it that could like there's room for improvement in it though with certain
Okay.
things. Definitely I think with like the ¿cómo se llama? Like the cosplay like showcases.
Yeah.
Most places like do kind of leveled, so you've got like people who are more like beginner going up against their own level, and then you've got like more pro people. I think this year it kind of got blended and different things. So on that end, there's room for improvement. But like as far as the vendors and like Artist Alley and like things to do, I thought was pretty cool. Like I had a good time. They had a cat cafe. For the first year they did like a muscle nerds competition. They've got a lot of really like cool things that they keep adding. Snakes. There was a snake handler and I got to touch a snake. I was like, Orochimaru, is that you? It was scary. I didn't like it. I was like,
Was it Kabuto instead?
I like held it for a few seconds. I was like, I'm done. And then the guy was like, because I had the little like contacts to make my eyes look like the white like Hinata, and he's like, I can't tell by your eyes if you're like okay or not. And I'm like, I'm done. And then at the end of the night, they closed it with like really good DJs too, both nights,
Nice.
which was really awesome. And they were
No.
just doing like anime music and like other stuff, so it was really cool.
No, I feel you because I do feel like Fan Expo was really crowded this year. No, I was just saying
Yeah, it was. I think
like
they
too crowded,
outgrew
man.
the space. Yeah, like if you're gonna have that many top celebrities and
Yeah.
artists,
Yeah.
like you need a bigger venue like C2E2.
You do.
And when I went with the kids, we got to take a picture with the voice actress of Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. So
Oh,
it
Nice.
was so sweet.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
it
super
was awesome.
cool. Do you have that somewhere? I don't know if you posted that.
I haven't posted it. Yeah, I'll share it. I'll share it with you guys. But it was really
Nice.
cool. But yeah, that wraps up my con season until next year.
When we went to C2E2, there was costume contest or whatever happening, and I didn't realize it at the time, and I kind of slept on it, but it was like a national one, so it was like a
Mhm.
really big deal one. And man, now like I regret like not getting in line like 2 hours before it started or whatever.
It's good. That's one of my favorite things to see at
But I don't think it happens like every year though. I think that was just like they were hosting like a national one where like it was like a big deal. Like I think like at least that's what it felt like from what I saw after. It didn't just feel like, hey, we're doing just regular. It felt like this was like a big like award ceremony for whoever won. I don't know. Just that's what it felt like to me. But
It
no.
is, and like you see like some of the top, and like
Oh, dude, yeah,
they go they compete internationally too.
yeah. They
I
go
don't
into
think
detail how long like their costumes took, and it's
Yeah,
like the big leagues from what I saw.
it is, and it's just so like fascinating, and you're always like just amazed, right, at people's
Yeah.
creativity.
Well, Michelle, we all know that you have to go and fight demons because this is about the time. It's almost
Yeah,
midnight. So
it's my training arc. This is why I've been training. You gotta get rid of Muzan. I mean, this looks like the Infinity Castle.
oh god, The thing is about you don't know about Musan. He has like 20 brains and 20 hearts in his body. That's like good luck with that.
Does he
You
really?
can you can never get rid of Musan. Oh man. But no, that's awesome, man. Again, I'm really happy to have been able to talk to you guys. I'm looking forward to us getting together again in the future and keep talking. Maybe next time we'll have a very specific thing that we're gonna actually discuss, so we can go into it full detail. But to the next time, man. Thank you, Raul, Michelle, for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you again pretty soon. Not 7 months from now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Raul and I, we're gonna talk about Apothecary Diaries. We have to.
I'm
Oh
down.
my god!
I'm
All
down.
right,
Okay.
both of you will get on that. Bye.